Hey guys, Dr. Decks here. Got a quick tip for you. This is about laying deck boards and how you space them and keep all your spacing equal, and how to compress your deck boards so that you can have nice equal lines in all of your decking when you're installing it. So if you like what you see, please don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit that bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. All right, so the first thing you need to know is when we are laying a deck board, regardless if we're using clips, spacers, or face screws, whatever we're using, I always put additional spacers in the decking. So what we have here are some deckmate spacers. One side is 3/16 of a gap. The other side is an 1/8 inch gap. And it says it right here on the spacer, 1/8 inch and 3/16. These are made by a company called Deckmate. And these are AZEK branded or TimberTech branded spacers. You can pick these up right off the TimberTech website. So go check them out. We have a whole bunch of these. We use them all the time. It really helps keep our decking in straight lines. So basically what you see down here is we're getting towards the end of the deck, right? And we have already figured out where the deck's gonna end. We've already figured out how many boards we need to finish, and we're getting ready to cinch those boards together to make the end of the deck. Now I'm gonna use this product right here. This is called an Irwin Quick Grip. I bought these at Lowe's Home Improvement, but what's custom about these clamps is they have a deck adapter right on the end of the clamps. Now you have to buy these separate. They come as a separate kit, and I think they're called a deck clamp kit. I'm not 100% sure. They're like $8 to $12. If you're paying more than $15 a set for them, you're getting ripped off. So don't buy from that type of a webpage. Buy it from a reputable tool company that will, make a little bit of profit on you, but not rip your head off. I have 4 of these clamps. These are 36-inch Irwin clamps. These are the heavy-duty clamps. These are not light-duty clamps. So I had to make a small modification on my clamps to make these fit, because these deck clamps are not, or these deck adapters are not designed to fit onto their heavy-duty clamps. They're designed to fit onto a less expensive, cheaper clamp that they make. But I was like, nope, don't like that. I want to have girth power. When I'm pulling on this thing, I want these suckers to cinch. So all I had to do is right here and right back here on these 2 sides of the clamp, I took my grinder and I just notched it with an 1/8 inch grinder bit or grinder wheel. And that allowed me to slip these brackets onto these clamps. You could use whatever, a jigsaw, anything you got. You just gotta cut a little notch into the clamps. Now, when you're spending 60 bucks a piece on the clamps, another 10 bucks on these, these are $70 each. So some people can't justify spending, $280, $300, but I tell you what, this speeds my action up so much. If you're a professional deck builder, these come in super handy. So I made 4 sets. I'm probably gonna end up making a couple more, but for now, at least we have 4. When I'm running 20-foot deck, I cannot run clamps on every single, we do alternate joist base, so you need like 10 of them total, so we just make do with what we got. A couple more come in handy, but these are dedicated clamps just for clamping decks together. So let me show you how this works. You can do up to 5 deck boards at once with one of these, because you want to be able to cinch onto one board that's already been installed. So we're Cortexing this deck right here, right? So you can see we have 3 boards that are loose, and then I've got all the rest of the boards are screwed in. So you could actually set your clamp right into the groove of the board, put the other side on the outside edge of whatever amount of boards you want to clamp, and then simply just clamp them together. I don't know if you saw that, but everything just cinched up. Now, I've got my gapping tools in here so that the boards aren't going to expand. They're gonna sit here until I chalk these lines and run my screws, and then this deck is gonna be nice and straight. If you have any issue, if you have a little bit of wobble or a concave in your deck, you can pull this clamp out. You can add shims in here instead of these spacers to make a section of the deck fatter if you have to. But these clamps work really well. They work really well with all different types of spacers. And you can get the gap that you desire by just having the right spacers and using these clamps. So once again, You can kind of see they're loose, okay? And here we go, I'm gonna go ahead and clamp it up. All right, now my deck is nice and tight. I'll go through and run 4 of these clamps. We'll chalk some lines, and then I'll be able to go ahead and just face screw this thing off, and then we'll Cortex it later, and it'll look beautiful. If you look at the rest of this deck, all these lines are nice and straight. So that's my quick tip for you for today. Hope you learned something good today from it. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button, hit that bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. And if you like the video, like it, and also you can hit your comments below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much. Have a great day.